Open the diastolic independent t-test. Yan, dapat ganito ang itsura ng SPSS ninyo. Kasi minuksan ninyo yung independent t-test. Itong mga res number, ito yung mga respondents from 1 to 20. Itong group 1, ito yung sedentary lifestyle. Ito yung group 2, ito yung nag-exercise. So kanina, so ano bang data meron tayo? Yung mga nag-exercise at hindi nag-exercise. 'Di ba? So nominal 'yan. So check natin dito sa wait lang, nandiyan na-open na ba nyo? Hindi pa.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po, ma'am.
Yes po.
Okay, dito
Yes,
tayo
ma'am.
sa variable view. Dito, ito kasi data view. Dito sa makita nitong number 1 and 2. Di ba sabi ko kanina na naka-assign? Kasi pag nakalagay dito, hindi sedentary lifestyle, hindi yan babasahin ng SPSS. And number 2, pag nilagay yan ng exercise, hindi yan babasahin. Kaya, we are going to assign. Kaya ito naka-assign na 1 na nag-sedentary, ang 2 with exercise. So ito ang type ng data na to is nominal. So dito tayo sa variable view. Itong itsura. Pakita ninyo tong measure. Pag i-click niyan, scale, ordinal, nominal. Di ba sabi ko kanina sa inyo, sa SPSS, wala nang interval, wala nang ratio. Kasi nakalagay na is scale. Yung scale, it's either nominal, it's either ratio or interval. So nominal ang group 1. Paano natin ma-check kung ano yung group 1 at group 2? Dito tayo sa values. Ito, group 1, group A or 1, sedentary. Yung 2, group B, yun ang nag-exercise. So makikita natin sa values. Pwede din tayo maglagay sa label dito. Pwede din tayo maglagay dito na ano ba to? Sedentary. Pwede din tayo maglagay dito ng sedentary. Pwede din talaga.
Ubus na yung...
Bili tayo. O, pwede din tayo maglagay dito sa label, sedentary, and then those who exercise. Pwede din tayo maglagay niyan. So, dito sa label. So, dito sa measures, balik tayo. Pag nominal, ganito ang itsura. Yung tatlong parang leaf clover. And then, pag scale, kasi naka-scale kasi, balik tayo sa data view ha. Ito kasi itong mga numbers, ano to, scale yan. So, ito may ruler. Yan, naka-ruler siya. So, ganyan na ang itsura. Okay, punta tayo sa, let's check if it's normal. Back to data view. and then analyze, descriptive. Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then
Wala.
descriptives, and then punta tayo sa explore. Yan. Dependent list, diastolic, factor list, group. Itong respondents, hindi na yan kailangan. Then statistics, kasama natin ang outliers. Then continue. Ganda. Continue. Then plots. Click ang stem and leaf. Lagay, check the histogram and check the normality plots with test. Check natin ang normality test. Then continue. Okay. Hanapin natin dito ang normality test. Ayan. Test of normality. So, nakalagay dito, Kolmogorov, Smirnov. If your population is above, your population is 51 and above. Shapiro-Wilk, ito, if your population is 50 and below. So, ang population natin is below 50, di ba? So, tingnan natin dito sa SIG, sa Group A at Group B. There is a normal distribution if the SIG value is more than 0.05. So, more than 0.05 ba to? Yes. So, normal ang ating distribution. Tingnan natin ang outliers. So, normal ang distribution natin, ha? Yan, dito. Pag may nakikita tayo dito mga bilog-bilog, dito, ibig sabihin may outliers. So, wala siyang mga bilog-bilog. Or asterisk ba? Nakalimutan ko. Wala, so flawless dito, ibig sabihin wala siyang outliers. So pasado ba tayo sa normality at sa outliers? Pasado tayo. Okay. So pwede tayong, so ano dapat ang gagamitin dito na are we going to use the parametric or non-parametric? Hello? Naputol ba ako?
Wala man, ma'am.
Okay po.
Anong gagamitin natin? Parametric? Since this is a t-test, independent variable, independent t-test or Mann-Whitney? So pasado tayo sa normality, pasado tayo sa outliers. So
Outlier.
anong gagamitin natin? Parametric, non-parametric?
Parametric.
Parametric. So anong parametric? Doon sa two different samples. Is it independent t-test or Mann-Whitney U?
Independent t-test.
Okay, independent t-test. So, yan. I-minimize lang yon dito tayo. Don't worry, I'll give you a presentation, PPT nito. Yan. And then, analyze, compare means. And then, independent sample. Yan. Diastolic. Grouping variable. Ayan, di ba may question siya? Define group. Group 1. Two. Yan. Then press OK. So, eto na yung ating, by the way, andito yung mean, oh. This is the mean of group A, sedentary, 88.10. And this is a mean for group B, 78.80. Then the standard deviation. Okay. So dito ito nakalagay sa independent sample t-test. Ano tong F? Ito yung isang assumption ng parametric test na equality of variance. Itong sig ng F. It means dapat the sig here should be more than 0.05. So it means that variances are homogeneous or dili kalat ang distribution. So homogeneous ang iyong yung distribution. So paano natin makikita kung significant ba o hindi? So, dito tayo sa taas. Etong equal variances assume. Dito, sa 0.026. So, ano nga ba yun? Dapat, it should be less than 0.05, di ba? So, is there a significant difference? Kasi ang ano natin, ang answer is 0.026. So, it is less than 0.05. So, there is a significant difference. So, ang answer nyo dyan is based on the probability value of 0.026, there is a significant difference in the diastolic blood pressure of those who exercise and those who did not exercise. So, with those who exercise with a mean value of 78.80, kita nyo yan, as compared to those who do not exercise with a mean value of 88.10. So, ibig sabihin, exercise is recommended in decreasing blood pressure. So, di ba, tingnan nyo, itong sa mean sa hindi nag-exercise, sa sedentary, mataas ang kanyang blood pressure. Compared niyan sa mean sa mga nag-exercise. So, mas mataas ang blood pressure sa mga hindi nag-exercise compared sa mga nag-exercise. And the significance is that there is a significant difference between those who exercise and who do not exercise. So yan ang interpretation. So, pansinin nyo lang dito itong sig two-tailed. Itong nasa taas lagi ang titingnan. Itong, again, itong 0.184, yung sig ng F-test, kasi itong F-test, ito yung Levens test or test of homogeneity. Ibig sabihin, homogeneous ang inyong ang distribution ng inyong data. So, dili kalat ang distribution. So, check ito for test of homogeneity. So, the interpretation is that there is a significant difference. So, if the result is more than 0.05, then ibig sabihin there is no significant difference. Kasi pwede naman mababa, sobrang mataas ang mean or sobrang mababa ang mean, pero wala pa rin significant difference. Pero based dito, may significant difference. So, nagets ninyo yung interpretation?
Yes, ma'am.
So, balik tayo sa mean ha. Again, di ba kasi ang ano nito, ang study nito is to check the diastolic blood pressure of those patients with sedentary lifestyle, of those who exercise or not. So again, mas mataas ang mean ng group A or sedentary. Anong ibig sabihin nitong mean na to? Mas mataas ang blood pressure ng sedentary lifestyle compared sa group B na nag-exercise. Mas mababa ang blood pressure. Ang tanong, may significant difference ba sila? So based on the result, there is a significant difference of those who exercise or not. So anong recommendation natin based on the interpretation? So exercise is recommended in decreasing blood pressure. So yung ginawa natin is independent t-test. Kaya independent t-test kasi pumasa tayo sa normality at saka sa outlier. At homogeneous pa ang ating sample. So, let's take a look on the counterpart of the independent t-test. Ano nga ang counterpart ng independent t-test?
Man-Whitney.
Whitney, ma'am.
Ay, ma'am, Doc Dan, question
Opo.
lang po. Dun nga po sa homogeneity, ano po yung value na titignan kung homogeneous siya or not? Is it more than 0.05 po ba dapat?
Opo, sa SIG.
Sa SIG. Okay, sige po. Thank you.
Okay. Wait lang hanapin ko. Nasa na yung PowerPoint. Again, don't forget, if the population is less than 50 or 50 and below, chaperone ang titingnan ha. Pero pag more than naman 51 and above, Kolmogorov and Smirnov sa test of normality. So bibigay ko sa inyo to para hindi nyo makalimutan kung paano gawin. So dito tayo sa Man-Whitney U. So it is a non-parametric test. It is distribution-free and it does not assume homogeneity of variance. It does not compare mean score but median scores of two samples. So ito yung formula. Siyempre, hindi tayo magka-calculate niyan, magko-compute niyan. Hindi ko rin alam kung paano yan. So, ito yung sample problem. Suppose we wanted to know if people's knowledge on solid waste management was affected by their sex. So to investigate this, we let them answer 40-item test. So below shows the result of the evaluation. Kung may ano daw, may difference, if there is a significant difference on the knowledge on solid waste management based on their sex. So, punta tayo sa open ninyo ang waste manage, Man Whitney U. Na-open nyo na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Paano nga mag-test of normality? Analyze. Wait lang, paano? Analyze. Descriptive. Then
Explore.
explore. Then click outliers and go to plots and click stem and leaf, click histogram and normality plots with test. Continue. Okay. Dito tayo sa baba. Tingnan natin ayan. Test of normality. So, anong masasabi ninyo? Anong gagamitin natin? Kolmogorov and Smirnov or Shapiro-Wilk? Ilan lang ba respondents natin? Di ba kaunti lang yun?
Shapiro-Wilk.
Shapiro po.
Okay, Shapiro-Wilk. So, ang significance, basado ba tayo sa normality? Dapat
Less than.
more than 0.05. If it's more than 0.05, then the distribution is normal. Ito, 0.011. Ang isa is 0.001. Di ba less than 0.05? So, pasado ba tayo? Hindi.
Hindi, ma'am.
So, hindi. So, tingnan natin ang outliers nga. Itong sinasabi ko, mga bilog-bilog, may asterisk pa. Ibig sabihin itong asterisk, extreme, napakalayo na. So, bagsak tayo sa normality, bagsak tayo sa outliers. Ang dami niyang outliers. Ito, itong 3, itong 12, itong 17. Pag naka-asterisk na, extreme, napakalayo na niya. So, anong gagamitin natin? 'Di ba? Ano to? We would like to know if there is a significant difference on the knowledge on solid waste management based on sex, male or female. Diba? 2 samples. So, anong gagamitin natin na statistical tool? We cannot use the independent t-test.
Man Whitney U.
So, we're going to use the Man Whitney U. Okay, then minimize. Excuse me. So analyze. Non-parametric. Legacy dialogues. And then independent samples. Then test variable, knowledge, ang grouping, sex. Di ba may question? Hindi kayo makapress ng okay dyan. Kasi i-define mo pa. 1 and 2. Ito nakalagay na man, Whitney, you. And then click OK. So, saan tayo titingin? Dito sa SIG, two-tailed. Ito pala yung mean. Mean ng mga lalaki at babae. So, sino ang mas mataas, may mataas na knowledge? Ang female. Mas mataas ang knowledge sa female compared to the male. Pero ang tanong, significant ba ang difference nila? Tingin tayo dito sa SIG, two-tailed. It should be less than 0.05. So it's less than 0.05. So there is a significant difference on the knowledge of solid waste management between male and female. So mas mataas ang mean ng mas matalino regarding solid waste management ang female. So anong recommendation niyan? Kasi mababa ang mean ng lalaki. So recommendation is intervention on the part of the male participant. So ganito 'yon. Pag ano kayo, 'di ba? May data kayo, 'di ba? Ang ginawa ninyo kanina, nag-analyze kayo and then nag-interpret tayo, 'di ba? Sabi natin there is a significant difference. So, based sa findings ninyo, based on the findings, gagawa kayo ng conclusion. So, anong conclusion ninyo? So, since the female has, based on the result, the female has a mean score of 15.58 compared to male, which has a mean score of 9.42. Therefore, the researcher recommends an intervention on the male participants. Mga ganyan. So, kayo na ang bahala sa recommendations. So, yan ang ilalagay ninyo sa recommendations pag nag-thesis na kayo. Nakuha? So, dito kayo tumingin ha. Itong asymptotic SIG two-tailed na 0.031. So, there is a significant difference. Don't worry, kasi na-record ko naman to. I'll give you a copy. Sana nga na, hindi ko lang alam kung saan papunta ha, pag na-record to Kasi I am using the account of Ma'am Tisay, of Doc Igia. So, klaro ba ang ang Man Whitney and independent t-test? So ulitin ko ha, sa independent t-test and man-Whitney test, dalawa ang sample niyan. A compared to A and B. So, anong susunod? Ano ba? We move on to dependent samples. Before we move on to dependent samples, can you give me 5 minutes? Health break muna po. Kailangan ko lang ng CR break. So, mag-explore muna kayo dyan sa SPSS ninyo. By the way, I will check later kung how are you doing. Baka nakatingin lang kayo. Tapos pagdating ninyo sa statistics ninyo sa pag nag-thesis kayo, wala kayong masagot. Wait lang. I'll give me 5 minutes. CR muna ako. By the way, I forget. Sabi ko pala kanina, wait lang, ano itong mga na-chat? Ma'am, pwede po paulit no in-explain nyo. Ma'am, pagdating sa means, sorry, hindi ko pala to na ano. Marami pala kayong tanong dito. Pagdating sa means, mas mataas, mas maganda o depende? O depende sa variable ang mean. Depende yan sa variable. I will teach you how to normalize ranks. So dito tayo sa waste management. I don't know, one man with me. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sige. So go to transform. Don't worry, meron naman kayong ano nito video. Yung sinend ko sa inyo na ngayon lang na-send. Then rank cases. Knowledge. Then fractional rank. Wait lang, nasan ba yung kopya ko? Marami kasi ito pinipindot eh. Select variable. Type functional. Continue. Then, okay. Mali. Okay. Then transform. Compute variable. Tapos gawa tayo dito. Kahit anong gawa tayo ng new name. Halimbawa, knowledge normal. And then pindutin itong inverse DF. Double click. Ay, nako, na hindi ko pala. Wait lang, balik tayo kasi hindi ko nakuha ang mean at standard deviation. Mean is 26. Okay. Mean niya is 26.29. Eight point 8.32 ang standard deviation. Click OK. Check on normality. Using the norm, itong new dependent. Ayan. So, na-normalize na siya. So, di ba kanina yung man with NIU, yung sa dating data niya is bagsak tayo sa normality test. Ngayon, because of the normalizing the ranks, pumasa na tayo. And there is no outliers anymore. So we can now use the parametric test. So pwede na tayo gumamit ng parametric. Yan din ang another way if you don't want to use the non-parametric kasi mas maganda naman talaga mas maganda naman talaga gamitin ang parametric. So kanina ang ginawa natin, nag-man with NIU tayo kasi bumagsak tayo sa normality. Pero nung nag-normalize tayo ng ranks, normalize tayo ng data, na normal naman siya at wala na siyang outliers. So pwede na tayo gumamit ng parametric. So, gagamit na tayo ng independent p-test. Hindi na tayo gagamit ng non-parametric, which is the man with NIU. Okay? Meron kayong alam ko maraming pipindutin, pero meron namang video. I made it for you last night. Kasi nakakalito din. Kasi maraming pipindutin eh. Okay, so let's move on sa dependent sample. Paired t-test is a parametric test that can be used to analyze data involving two groups. It compares the mean scores of one group in different measurements. It is called paired t-test because measurements from one group is paired with the measurements. So dito, isang grupo lang ang papag-aralan. Okay, so anong problem? A physician is evaluating a new diet pill for her patients with a family history of heart disease. To test the effectiveness of this diet, 16 patients are placed on the diet for 6 months. So their triglyceride levels are measured before and after the study, and the physician wants to know if either set of measurements has changed. So, titingnan kung may changes sa triglyceride levels. So, ito yung data before and ito naman yung after. So, kaya siya paired t-test kasi iisa group lang ang pinag-aaralan. So, let's check. So, triglyceride data. So ano mang research question ito? Is there a meron pa pala. Ito, research question. Is there a significant difference in the triglyceride level before and after treatments? So ito yung research question or SOP ninyo. Halimbawa sa inyong thesis paper, is there a significant difference ba daw? So ito yung conceptual framework. Group A before, Group B after. Then triglyceride level. This is your dependent variable. So interval ang dependent variable and then gamit dapat random sampling. Pwede pa mute. Kindly check kung baka hindi kayo nakamute. Dean? Dean? Okay. Sige, balik tayo. Okay, let's check on the normality. Again, analyze, descriptives, explore. Ayan. So, let's move. Pero normal naman yun. Hindi naman yun. Mali. Ayan. So, ito yung ano ba yung triglyceride? So, we will check. Ito yung chaperone. So, pasado tayo sa normality test. So, we will check the outlier. Walang outlier. Okay, so let's move on to the use of paired t-test. Then minimize. Analyze. Compare means. Paired sample t-test. So before to after. Then 95% and confidence. Okay. Okay, so dito tayo sa SIG. Ito, paired samples test. By the way, dito muna tayo sa mean. Okay, so tingnan natin kung effective ba. So before uminom ng diet pill, ang mean ng triglyceride is 143.8. After nilang uminom ng diet pill, ay bumaba ang triglyceride level. So naging 134.1 or 06. So bumaba ang kanilang triglyceride level pagkatapos uminom ng diet pill. So ang tanong, is there a significant difference? So based dito sa SIG, there is a significant difference after the in triglyceride level after taking the diet pill. So it means that the diet pill significantly decreases the triglyceride level of the respondents. So, yun ang interpretation. So, actually maraming dapat tingnan dyan, pero ang pinaka-importante nyo tingnan itong SIG two-tailed. Hayaan mo na yung iba. Ito yung pinaka-importante. So there is a significant difference. So, mas mataas. So, effective ang pill kasi bumaba ang bumaba ang triglyceride. Tapos, pag double check, pag check natin if there is a significant difference, may significant difference kasi it's less than 0.05. Okay? So, anong susunod? Wilcoxon sign rank test. It is a non-parametric test alternative to dependent sample p-test. So do not assume any properties regarding the distribution of underlying variables in the analysis. So ito yung tanong. A training was conducted to increase social competence to test its effectiveness. So respondent social competence was measured before and after the training was conducted. So again, ano daw ang training nito? The training daw was conducted to increase the social competence. So, ano yung aim nila? To determine if there was a significant difference in after the training was conducted. So, ito yung before. Ito yung data before. Ito yung training after. Ito yung data before and after. So, SOP, is there a significant difference in the social competence of the respondents before and after the training was conducted? So, ito yung SOP ninyo. At ito naman ang inyong conceptual framework. Group A, before, and then after. Then ang social competence ninyo, yan ang dependent variable. Wilcoxon na pala. So let's check first the test of normality. na-check na ba natin ng normality? Ay, iba na pala to. Ano ba to? Wilcoxon. Ito, social competence. Yan. Okay. Analyze. Descriptive. Explore. SOC before, SOC after. Outliers. Plots. Unclick, stem and leaf. Histogram, normality plus with test. Continue. Okay. Tingnan natin. Okay, bagsak tayo sa test of normality. At maraming outliers. So tingnan nyo yung asterisk extreme na yan. Etong circle, malapit-lapit pa yan. Etong mga asterisk extreme na yung mga data. Pag tinanggal itong mga data na to, kung na-determine, mawawala na yung outliers at magiging normal na yung data. So, bagsak tayo sa normality. So, anong gagamitin? So, Wilcoxon sign rank. Okay, let's move on to analyze. Kasi nga, Wilcoxon ang gagamitin natin, non-parametric, legacy dialogues, and then two related samples. So, social competence before and social competence after. Ayan o, nakalagay o, Wilcoxon. Then click OK. So, tingin tayo sa asymptotic, two-tailed. Ayan. 0.001. So, there is a significant difference. So, it says here that there is a significant difference in social competence before and after the training. Sabi ko sa So, later, pagkatapos ng lecture natin, try to normalize the data using the normalizing the ranks. Kung ma-normalize ninyo ang data using etong data na to, etong social competence, kung ma-normalize ba ang data. Sige, try na lang natin. Okay na lang, damdami. So let's move on to so tapos na tayo sa independent t-test and then Mann-Whitney, tapos paired t-test, and then Wilcoxon. Ngayon, ano ba tayo? Ano ba? Test of difference pa din. Etong mga independent t-test, pair t-test, and ANOVA, they are the test of difference. Test of difference sila. Okay? Pag may tanong na, is there a significant difference? Ibig sabihin, test of difference yan. Next week, pag-uusapan natin yung PSNR, MRA, at saka exploratory factor analysis. Maghahanap pa ako ng data. Actually, iniisip ko pa kung ano ang gagawin ninyo sa project ninyo for your exam eh. Kung ako ba ang gagawa, mag-iisip ako kung anong klaseng exam ang gagawin ninyo. Kung ako ba ang mag-provide ng dataset or kayo na. So, basta, ang alam ko sa exam ninyo, you will create your own SOP. And then, yung SOP, di ba may example ako na SOP kanina? Doon sa first na PPT, yung what are the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of age, sex, years of experience, and then what's the level, mga ganon. So gagawa kayo ng sarili ninyong statement of the problem, and then you are going to analyze and interpret the data, and you make your own recommendation. At saka ipapakita nyo rin yung normality test with outliers. So analysis of variance. One way, ANOVA, is the parametric test that can be used to test if the means of the independent groups are equal or identical. It uses both means and standard deviations. So ito yung research question. Is there a significant difference in the level of environmental awareness of the students when analyzed according to educational attainment? The level of environment awareness. Okay, then ito ang conceptual framework. Ito yung nakalagay dito, elementary, secondary, tertiary, and then environmental awareness. Ito yung dependent variable. So, di ba ito, yan, nominal. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo kanina, yung educational attainment, pwede yang maging nominal. So, ang ginawa dito, ang elementary, inassign siya sa number 1, ang secondary, inassign siya sa number 2, ang tertiary, inassign siya sa number 3. Makikita mo yan sa value labels. And then, naka-nominal siya. And then, scale ang awareness. At pwede maglagay ng label. Pwede rin dito maglagay ng awareness. Okay, balik tayo sa database. Okay, so Ano muna tayo? Test of normality. Descriptive, explore. Pwede na itong di kasali. Unclick stem and leaf. Tingnan natin sa normality. Okay. Pasado, more than 0.05. So, let's move on. At tingnan natin pala sa outliers. Sa walang outlier. So, let's move on to use ANOVA. So, paano gamitin? Analyze. Compare means one-way ANOVA. Okay. So it says here na there is a significant difference among them. Ayan sa SIG, oh. So there is a significant difference among the three. Ano nga ba yung question na yun? So there is a significant difference in the level of environmental awareness to the students when analyzed according to educational attainment. Yan sa one way. Okay, so lastly, we move on to saan ba to? Bruscal-Wallis. Then let's check the normality. Tayo bagsak sa normality. Pero pasado siya sa outliers. Pero bagsak pa rin siya sa normality. So let's move on to the use of Bruscal-Wallis. Analyze non-parametric legacy dialogues. Then K independent. Ito nakalagay Bruscal-Wallis. So since tatlong grupo sila, yan. Okay. Then, wait lang, ano pala ano nito? Ano pala nasabi? Ano pala ang study nito? Academic performance. Okay. Kung may ano ba daw, kung may significant difference ba daw in using the academic, in using the lecture, multimedia, and laboratory. So, based on asymptotic significance, it says here na 0.000, so ibig sabihin na there is a significant difference when using among the three. Yung, ano ba yun? Multimedia, laboratory, and lecture. So, yun yun. That ends the test of difference. So, next week, kasi akala ko mauubos yung time natin eh. Hindi kasi ako naka-prepare ng ng data set for Pearson correlation. So gagawain ko pa mamaya. I thought that we will have a long discussion with the test of difference. Kung alam ko lang gumawa na ako ng data set. So we have a again next week Pearson R, MRA, binary logistic, and I will teach you how to do the EFA or exploratory factor analysis. And then afterwards, before the exam, we'll have your quiz. Yung quiz natin tungkol dito sa PowerPoint ko at saka dito sa lecture natin ngayon at saka next week. Questions?
Ma'am, yun nga sa task